1-1 at Llandudno today, Sean. Are you happy with the points or frustrated?
A little bit of both, I think. Llandudno again, very impressed with them. They kept the ball and they moved us about a little bit and asked a couple of questions in the first half. We weren't quite at it, but at the same time, when you lose Danny Brookwell and Gaz Edwards in the space of 5 minutes, it probably affects you in some way. The fluency of it, really. To be fair, the fluency of our game. The lads come on, done really well. Krause and Evo, they shown their experience. Obviously, I think they only had 10-15 minutes before half time, but they're also big players for us. Second half was a bit better. I said to a few of the Scorio guys that I felt at a stage the game just went into a bit of a lull and it just needed something magic. And obviously Brad's just gone through. He's taken his goal really well again. And I felt at that stage that we maybe go on and win it and just nick it 1-0, but you say like 4 or 5 minutes after your goal, you got to stay switched on. I haven't seen the penalty incident back, but Mr. Jenkins has given it, and Connor's tucked it away. So I think overall, within the 90 minutes, a point was probably a fair result.
Yeah, unlike the match at the Oval, only 2 goals this time, there wasn't that many goal-scoring opportunities. It was a tight match, wasn't it? Yeah,
very. It was, similar to a game of chess, I think. I think the idea for both teams was basically just not to lose the game. So you're probably a little bit more cautious, when you play. Us being the away side, just to slow it down maybe a little bit, like, with Llandudno's momentum. And likewise the other way, when we're sort of building up head of steam, I'm sure Llandudno would have done the same thing. But yeah, it was extremely tight. I think both teams sort of mentally thought, just to go out there and not lose the game, basically. So it's another point on the board. Nip in now and see the Carmarthen game now against Llanelli on Scorio. Do a little bit of homework there, and we'll prepare for another tough game now on Saturday against Carmarthen.
And I know we'll have to be sort of, we need to watch what we say for obvious reasons here. But I'd like to ask you about the referee today. We mentioned the fluency of the match earlier on. Do you think the referee had an impact on the way the match was played?
Yeah, certainly. The simple answer to it, Paul, it was his decisions that were affecting the fluency. Some he got correct. It's a thankless task. It's a thankless task. Ourselves as players and a management team, you want to be playing in front of crowds like that. But I'm sure it's exactly the same, with the referees and the officials. But yeah, there just didn't seem to be any fluency like to the game itself, with whistles going here and there, and it was just really the consistency of decisions too. Some things he let go, which I think both benches thought were fouls. Other things he's brought back for fouls that weren't. Others he maybe could have played an advantage and bought it back for a yellow card or a talking to. But Mr. Jenkins just seemed to stop the game, really, to be fair, a little bit too often. But it was the same for both sides, I guess. No team really got a grip of the game, I think, due to it. But there's still 2 goals in there, a lot of incident. Maybe not the greatest of spectacles, to be fair. But from our point of view, it's another point on the board, and we've got to go into Saturday now against Carmarthen.
Okay. Probably we're in pole position for top 6. Just a point above Bristol, I think. We've got 2 massive matches ahead now, haven't we? Top 6 would be brilliant.
Oh yeah, it'd be a fantastic achievement for the club. Not just the players and ourselves as management. I keep saying it before meetings, etc., and the players deserve it. The players deserve it more than anyone, because we're beginning to realise the rigours of the league. It's extremely tough. It can be hard on the body, as well. And we've seen that today with 1 or 2 niggles, but it's just the amount of effort and the amount of sacrifice that the players have put in has been second to none. They're fantastic to work with. And yeah, like you said, Paul, we probably are in pole position, but it's only from a league table point of view at the minute. We've got 2 huge games, like you said, 2 very tough games at that as well. And we don't want to be worrying about anyone else. We've just got to focus on ourselves. And, the thing that goes in Aberystwyth's favour and, Cardiff Met's favour, they've been in this position before. They can kick back today, and the sole focus today would have been our result, simple as that. it's what makes the league good, because, you know, Llandudno are fighting for their lives at the minute, and I truly believe that they'll get themselves out of the trouble they're in, you know, because they've got too good of players not to. However, we're focusing solely on ourselves. You know, we remain in the top 6. Like I said, we'll watch the Carmarthen game after and do a little bit of homework on them, and then we'll be absolutely at it. You know, we hope that the crowd comes in its numbers as well. They were fantastic again today. It's another unbelievable following. You know, big payday for Llandudno as well. But yeah, no, we're hoping that they turn up in their numbers, because the noise that they make, you know, certainly even when we score, but the noise that they make to pick up the boys and get around them, you know, with it being the last home game, before the split, they're going to be vital and they're going to be imperative in our success. So yeah, one final big push from everybody is needed.
And one final question, marks to 10 for the performance.
Do we meddle board? That was in Saesneg as well. But yeah. Do we meddle board the boy and Beckin and Gweithio Galadeta? Saith maybe neoith ar y 90 munud, sorry, but yeah, sometimes, you know, I said it to the lads at the end, sometimes if you're not sort of like on blob and you're not firing on all cylinders, and you're still picking up points here and there, it's a sign of a good team. You know, like I said, I give full credit to Llandudno. I thought they were very good over the 2 games. You know, obviously the Boxing Day, in inverted commas, Boxing Day game, obviously the game on Saturday and the game today. You know, it was two teams going at it. 2 teams that, like I said, that I think didn't want to lose over the 2 games. So, you know, full credit to them. But, you know, it's Llanelli away for them now, and it's Carmarthen at home for us on Saturday. So, yeah, bring it on and bring the noise.
Diolch yn fawr, Sian.
Dim problem. Nice one.